Welcome to Internet Quality Academy. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction industry. Today also, I'm going to discuss about a construction material, that is fly ash bricks. Nowadays this fly ash bricks is widely used in the construction. So what is fly ash bricks, what is the raw material for the fly ash bricks, and what is the physical and chemical properties of the bricks and how it will be tested? So all these things I will discuss in today's video. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information about the fly ash bricks. And if you are new in my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. So without wasting time, let's start fly ash bricks. So to know what is fly ash bricks, first we need to know what is fly ash. So fly ash is a fine powdery material that is a byproduct of burning pulverized coal in thermal power plant. So in thermal power plant, the main resource of the producing electricity is the coal. And when the coal is producing or burning, this fly ash is producing. So what is fly ash and how the fly ash is producing, and what is the effect on environment, and how we can minimize the effect of environment of the fly ash? I made a detailed video on this. Please check here or in the description. You will get the full information about the fly ash production and everything. So these are the byproduct of the thermal power plant. It consists mainly of silicon dioxide, aluminum oxide, and iron oxide, along with other trace elements. So these are the fly ash. Now we want to use a fly ash as a raw material of the bricks. And what is the relevant IS code? Today I am going to discuss about only 12894-2002. And what is the raw material is required for the fly ash brick, that is class 6 ISS 12894, and the classification, dimension, and tolerance, and what is the physical characteristic, that is compressive strain, drying shrinkage, water absorption, and efflorescence. So these are the things we will discuss today and in details. Let's go to the relevant code and check one by one what is the requirement. So this code is IS 12894. So what is the IS 12894 code? First you need to know that is 12894 2002 and reaffirmed in 2022. And what is this? Pulverized fuel ash lime brick specification. So today we are going to discuss about pulverized fuel ash lime bricks as per IS 12894. Let's start with the what is the raw material is required for the fly ash bricks. Here it is in clause 6, it is mentioned what is the raw material. Then 6.1 it says pulverized fuel ash, commonly known as fly ash. Pulverized fuel ash, commonly known as fly ash, shall conform to grade 1 or grade 2 as per IS 3812. So what is the fly ash? Grade 1 and grade 2 can be used for the production of fly ash bricks. So what is grade 1 fly ash and what is grade 2 fly ash? I have made a detailed video on this. Link is here or in the description. Click the link and you will get the full information about what is grade 1 fly ash and what is grade 2 fly ash and what is their physical and chemical properties. So these the things we need to know, that pulverized fuel ash or the fly ash is the common raw material for the fly ash bricks. And then bottom ash. The bottom ash used as a replacement of sand shall not have more than 12% loss on ignition when tested according to AS 1727. So the bottom ash can be replacement of a sand, but that is the criteria that it should, the loss of ignition should not be more than 12%. So that the fly ash, then the bottom ash, and what is the other material? That is sand. Deleterious materials such as clay and silt in sand shall preferably be less than 5%. So the silt content may be less than 5%. And the lime shall conform to class C hydrated lime of IS 712. And what is the other thing? That is additives. Any suitable additives considered not detrimental to the durability of the brick, such as gypsum, cement, etc., may be used. Why this additive is made? Recur as per the requirement of the project. This may can be used, but it has to satisfy that there will be no detrimental effect on the durability of the bricks. So these are the raw material needed for the fly ash bricks as per IS 12894. Now we need to see what is the classification. Pulverized fuel ash lime bricks shall be classified on the basis of average compressive strength as given in table 1. So clause 4, it is mentioning the classification. What will be the classification? You can see here class designation from 3.5 to 30. So Newton per millimeter square is the ampere or is the compressive strength that we are getting from 3.5 to 30 will be as a class designation. If we are getting 7.5, that will be 7.5. If we are getting 12.5, the class designation will be 12.5. So according to the project requirement, what is my requirement of the fly ash bricks compressive strength? Accordingly, we will choose the classified of the class of bricks. If my requirement is 15, now then we have to choose the class 15 fly ash bricks. Next is the dimension and the tolerance. The standard modular size of pulverized fuel ash lime bricks shall be as shown. That is clause 5 of IS 12894 is saying these are the brick size, that is length, width and height. 190 into 90 into 90, these are the modular or the standard size, and non-modular side is 230, 110 and 70, and 230, 110 and 30 can be produced. That is 190, 190, 90, 90, 190, 90, 40, and another thing non-modular 230, 110, 70, 230, 110, 30. And another thing also it is saying for obtaining proper bond arrangement and modular classic dimensions of the brick with the non-modular size, the following size of the bricks may also be used. What are the size for the bond and other things? 70, 110 and 7 into 1 is the length of bricks. 230, 50 and 7.5 with bricks. So these bricks can also be used. Now, we are producing the bricks as per the standard size. Now we need to check whether the bricks has the nominal size or not. That what about the tolerance, that we need to check. So what is this 5.2 is classifying what is the tolerance of the bricks. The dimension of bricks when tested in accordance with the 5.2.1 shall within the following limits for 20 bricks. So here it is that whenever we are checking the dimension tolerance, the minimum number of bricks is 20. If the bricks is sample is less than 20, it will not be accepted. So minimum is 20. So how we will be tested? Here it is saying. So whenever we are tested the dimension in length, the length or that size will be placed in this way, and the total dimension will be checked. Whenever it is width, width will be placed in the bottom, and total dimension will be checked. And whenever height, then it will be height will be the bottom, and total dimension will be checked. So 20 bricks will be placed in farm ground, and the total dimension will be checked, and whatever the total dimension will get, that will be measured and that will be compared. So what is saying for tolerance for modular size bricks length 3720 and 3230, that means plus minus 80 can be accepted. So if it is modular size bricks, plus minus 25 80 for 20 bricks can be accepted if the tolerance is in the 8 plus minus 80. For the width it's plus minus 40, and for the height is plus minus 40. So whenever we are measuring 20 bricks in a length or a width or in a height, if it is within the specified tolerance limit, we can say this brick is as per the project specification or as per the IS code. For the non-modular also the same 80, 40, 40. So here it is the 20 bricks to be measured along the length, along the width, and along the height. And we need to compare with the total height. And if the total length or total height is within the specified limit, that is plus minus 80, plus minus 40, and plus minus 40, we can say these bricks are as per the size. So we have checked the classification, we have checked the dimension, and we have already discussed about the dimensional tolerance. And also we discuss about what is the raw material for the production of the fly ash bricks as per IS 12894. Now we need to check the what is the physical properties. Now The physical property is nearly the same as the burnt clay bricks, that is a compressive strength, drying shrinkage, efflorescence test, and water absorption. For this, I have made a detailed video. What is the how to test and what is the criteria in with the description or in here. You check and you will find all information about what is the test procedure and what is the burnt clay bricks specification. Now today we are discussing about the fly ash bricks. What is the compressive strength? The minimum average wet compressive strength of ash lime bricks shall not less than once specified with the flow 4.1. So if my criteria is class 15, we need to test that one and we need to satisfy that the 15 MPa is we are getting whenever we are testing. So these are the things we need to know. In case of any test result of wet compressive strength exceed the upper limit of for the class, the same shall be limited to the upper limit. Now if we are testing is a 12.5 class 12.5 and we are getting it to 15, that means these bricks will be classified as class 15. On the same way, whenever we are testing for the class 15 but we are getting 12.5, these bricks will be classified as class 12.5. So according to the compressive strength, we are denoting the class designation of the bricks. And as per the requirement of my project or your projects, what is the class designation required? We will select the class designation of the bricks. So compressive strength. Then drying shrinkage. The average drying shrinkage of the bricks when tested by the method described is IS 4139, being the average of 3 units shall not exceed 0.1.5%. So that means 3 bricks to be tested for the drying shrinkage and average of this should not exceed 0.15 percentage. So this drying shrinkage capacity or the criteria also has to satisfy whenever we are selecting the fly ash bricks. Then the efflorescence test. The bricks when tested in accordance with the procedure laid down in IS 3495 part 3 shall have the rating of efflorescence not more than to a moderate up to class 12.5 and slight for the higher classes. So whenever we are testing for the efflorescence test, I have made a detailed video on this. Please check there or in the description, you will get the full information. That means up to 12.5, the traceability of the efflorescence should be moderate, and above 12.5, the traceability should be slight. So according to that, we need to satisfy the criteria of our project. So if our project required the 15 glass of production of bricks, that means we need to satisfy that our effluence is getting on the higher slight classes. Now water absorption, it is very much important that water absorption to be carried out. If the water absorption capacity is more, that means it will absorb the water from the mortar and mortar will not get the water required for the reaction, then the mortar will be loose and proper bonding will not happen. So the bricks when tested in accordance with the procedure laid down in IS 3499 part 2 after immersion in cold water for 24 hours shall have the average water absorption not more than 12.5% by mass up to class 12.5 and 15% for higher classes. So here is another two criteria. Up to 12.5, 12% is the maximum, and above 12.5, 15% is the maximum. So we need to know the water absorption of the bricks. It is very much important whenever we are selecting the bricks for our project. So these things we need to check: the compression strength, drying shrinkage, effluent strength, and the water absorption. And according to the project requirement and according to the criteria satisfying, then we can say these bricks is okay for our project. So today these are the things all about the fly ash bricks, and I hope you find it useful. And if you find it useful, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. And I'm waiting for your valuable comments so that from your valuable comment everybody will be benefited. And if you are stuck in your quality control career, I have a solution for you. Please check in the bio. The link is there. Book a one-on-one clarity call, which is absolutely free, where I uncover the secret of success of quality control. And I'm waiting for your valuable comment so that from your comment, everybody will be benefited. And thank you once again for watching me.